KRON 4 News Weekend.
And we are back on KRON 4 News Weekend at 9/11 this Sunday morning. Drugs, alcohol, relationships, the internet, peer pressure. It's not easy being a teenager nowadays. And there's a brand new book out just published in November that is titled What Your Mother Never Told You, a survival guide for teenage girls. And it aims to help girls through the teenage years. And joining us this morning to talk about it is the book's author, Richard Dudum. And Richard, welcome. And at first glance, it seems odd that you would be writing a book like this, given that you're an attorney, you are a parent,
yes.
But you've been working with children through summer camps for the past couple decades.
That's correct, yes.
Is that what gives you the insight, you believe, to write the book?
I've taken a lot of time over the last 20 years listening to teenagers, and they have a lot of serious questions on their mind. And I've taken the time to understand what they have to say, and I give them answers to their questions in this book.
It seems that a lot of times as parents, myself a parent of teenagers, it seems that a lot of times the parents will try and give the information, but the kids are not receptive. They're tuning out the parents. But yet if it comes from a stranger or somebody that they respect outside the home, the information is taken more seriously.
Absolutely. This book fills the gap in communication between parents and teens. It creates opportunities for dialogue, and I've seen the dialogue that's resulted from the book. It's great.
Give us some examples of that.
Well, I've had one mother in particular sent me a letter saying that after her daughter read the book, the daughter had the self-confidence to speak with her about issues that she'd never discussed before. And the mother said to me that what she learned from her daughter was both frightening and enlightening. So
yeah,
I'm enjoying seeing this communication take place. These issues aren't being discussed, and we need to communicate and educate with our children. We need to give them the tools to think and to make good decisions.
Well, going through the book this morning, I was really amazed at how blunt it is.
It's very candid, very straightforward. There's a lot of tough love, but if these kids can deal with what life is going to throw at them, they can deal with the tough love in my message.
What is it that prompted you to write the book?
You know, after hearing the same stories so many times for the past 20 years, it just became time to put down my thoughts. It's been something that's on my mind for quite a long time. And so I just sat down over the summer and wrote it in 2 months, and here it is.
Let's talk a little bit about your personal life, in that you are the father of 4 children, of 2 girls, who you guided through the teenage years. What insights did you gain as a parent that are in the book? You know,
I talk to my kids, and more importantly, I listen to them. And if we take the time to listen, they really have a lot on their mind. And I have also had the pleasure to speak with their friends and to listen to their friends, and I understand what's going on with them. My kids are very proud that this book is out there. They're familiar with the issues, they're sensitive to the issues, and they want to make sure that not only themselves, but their friends have the tools and the strategies necessary to be as effective as they can be. You know, the teenage years are times to remember and enjoy, not times to forget and regret.
Right, exactly. So, what are some of the more common issues that you're hearing, not only from your own children, but from other children, the teenagers that you've been dealing with over the years?
You know, a lot of the issues are the same issues that we've always heard, whether it's sex, alcohol, and drugs, but the environment is different now. You know, the kids are getting so many mixed messages, whether it's the media, the internet, music videos, and a lot of the negative messages are being directed towards our teenage girls. So these girls really need tools and strategies to deal with those issues. And then, you know, there are other issues: how to deal with your parents, how to talk to your parents, how to communicate effectively. I've got chapters. Nothing is left unsaid in my book, Marty.
No, you're right.
You know, every issue that these kids are dealing with is in this book.
And even some that maybe they're not, but it's good to at least broach the subject.
Well, they're surrounded by these subjects. If it's not in their personal life, it's on TV, it's on the media. They're being bombarded every day with mixed signals. It's very difficult for these kids to understand what's expected of them.
You're a cancer survivor.
That's correct.
I would guess that some of the insights that you gained in your battle with cancer are also in this book.
It is. This book is actually, it was on my bucket list. It's something that I had in mind to do, and now it's checked off my list, and it's out there. It has a life of its own.
Well, can you give us a sense of a couple of the insights that you gained in dealing with a life-threatening disease? You know, how it made you a better parent?
You know, my priorities were always my kids, #1, and my wife and my family. That's never changed, and I've never missed a day telling my wife or kids that I love them. And so that happened before the cancer. After the cancer, I think that's pretty much the same, but I just don't take anything for granted. I'm very thankful for every day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Richard Dudum is the author of What Your Mother Never Told You, a survival guide for teenage girls. It's out now. And thank you for joining us last couple minutes.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right.
Take
Isabel?
Thank you. We're going to take